Hello everybody, this is Argent, the head of the Death to Normies party. Someone told me today when I was browsing the interwebs that it was International Women's Day. And I was thinking, this is great. It's a day to celebrate 2D women. It's a day to celebrate waifus. Then someone told me that it was about 3D women, and that 2D women weren't real. So I went, and after I was done reeing, I realized it was time to get revenge. For too long, we have been mocked. For too long, 2D waifus have not been seen as a lifestyle choice. We know it's a lifestyle choice, though. Not only that, it is the only lifestyle choice. 2D waifus are the true, pure Aryan women. Like you got Dindus, you got Asians, you got super gooks, like the Japanese, then you got like trailer trash, then you have like normal white women, then you have Aryan women in wheat fields, and then you have 2D waifus. So we're gonna get revenge on the normies now. So let's play on easy. Perform executions on people in agony to replenish your health. That's the only way of healing here. That works in that does work. I've tried that IRL. So one time, like someone was like, women with green hair are thoughts, and I'm like, no, I saw that in a hentai. Green hair is too sexy. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can get these controls down. What am I supposed to do? Tell me what I'm supposed to do, video game. I'm trying to live out my fantasies. Okay. Oh, okay. I have to go here. Let me see if I can turn up the sensitivity a bit. I'm playing this with a 360 controller, which I know is kind of a pleb tier controller. Like a real... Let's see here. The stream says this is Popeye 2. Well, Popeye like does have a 2D waifu, so I mean that is kind of like it, but I don't know. So let's see here. I don't see how to turn the sensitivity up. Given the excellent quality of this game, I'm disappointed by that. Let's see. How do I pick up ammo? Or maybe I should just play this with mouse and keyboard and like be part of the PC master race. Yeah, I'm gonna play this with mouse and keyboard. There we go. Alright, normies. I'm reloaded like Al Pacino in Scarface. Scarface is like an okay movie. It's kind of for normies and shit. And that kind of sucks. But, yeah. Jesus Swaggy says this is the hatred game. Yes, this is all about getting revenge on the normies. If you look at... There's a guy on Steam called Waifu Hunter. And Waifu Hunter does reviews from like the Death to Normies perspective. And his review of this game is fed up with people making fun of his body pillow. Our main character decides to get revenge on the normies once and for all and learn a thing or two about friendship in the process. So this guy, like, he has his anime collection upstairs, but on this floor he has all of his weaponry that he's been building up. He just can't take it anymore. He just can't take the normies. They have to pay. Change grenade type. We got Molotov cocktails. Cool. Someone's comparing me to the Raj. The Raj is nothing on me. When I snap, to quote Charles Manson, if I ever started killing people, there'd be none of you left. Or something like that. Let's see, I want some more ammo. We're gonna need a lot of ammo to take down the normies. Your waifu is shit tier. My waifu is god tier. You're gonna wish. Alright, time for the first murder. This guy went on fucking 4chan and he was saying that waifus weren't real. And he called us a bunch of autists. Who's the fucking autiste now, you normie fuck? Take that, Chad. Yes. Executing people in agony replenishes your health. No one will make fun of my furry collection. Okay, let's see here. It's going to be hard to stay in character. Okay, so run an obstacle to jump over it. Okay. Is he going to say, like, some edgy shit now? Hello, Saber. I'm celebrating International Women's Day by killing all the people who dared to mock my 2D waifu. This is, we celebrate women 256 days of the year here, which is the number of colors in this game. Why is this taking so long to load? Probably because I'm streaming, I guess. Maybe OBS uses up a lot. Come on. You can do it. Load. Load. Get the normies.
I just fucking hate this world and these human worms feasting on its carcass. My whole life is just cold, bitter. I've always wanted to die violently. This is the time of vengeance, and no life is worth saving. And I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill. And it's time for me to die.
It's time for me to die. Assholes, I'm a member of the Evolian warrior caste. You're all just plebs. You exist for my pleasure. I'm retaking it. This is Kali Yuga, bitches. Take that. That's Kelly right there. This is the time of the world where things are in disorder. The world is in a state of disorder, and I have to revel in my role as the leader of the warrior caste. This is a guy who said that Saber was not best girl, that Sakura was best girl. We all know though that Rin is best girl in Fate's Day Night. Kill that normie scum. That guy said that Sakura was okay in Naruto. She's a shit tier waifu. Everyone knows Hinata's better. And here come the police. I remember one time I tried to make a furry by doing some surgery with a cat and a dog. And I almost had my furry made and the police showed up and stopped me. And that's revenge for this. This guy runs a car shop. One time I was watching a hentai, and right as the girl was about to scream in ecstasy, one of his cars ran by my house and drowned it out. So it's just time for revenge on these normies. They're gonna pay. Let's see. It's gonna be hard to keep a straight face during this. Let's see here. Alright, normies. Let's go. So, I did this a long time ago, but it was an autistic rant I had. It was explaining the how 2D waifus work. You see, Hyperborea is actually a 2D world. You see, when the ice giants of old died, the Chad Jews, because Jews, Chads are crypto Jews, You see, a Chad is someone who has a significant amount of Jewish blood in them, which has made them into a Chad. Oh, okay, I died. They're really kind of the same thing. So the Chads killed the ice giants and built the ice wall. So the ice wall separated the Aryans from Hyperborea. Now there's two groups of Aryans. There's the like the white Aryans, and there's the Japanese Aryans. And the Japanese, the whatchamacallit, the white Aryans have the appearance, and the Japanese Aryans have the ability to make the 3D world back into 2D. You see, back when we were in Hyperborea, everyone existed in a 2D state, and we were brought into the cruel world of Kali Yuga 3D by the Chad Jews building the ice wall. So 2D women, 2D anime women, because they look white, because the Japanese make all anime characters look white, but they kind of combine that aspect of the Aryan race, but they also combine the Japanese's aspect to make 3D things into 2D, and because they're able to combine those two things together, they're able to reproduce Aryans. Now, eventually what we're going to happen is, with a combination of white and Japanese science, we will build giant Aryan robots that'll look like Thor, and we'll also make some 3D waifus. Now, a 3D waifu is a 2D woman who's been given a robot body. Like maybe kind of a cyborg body. So you make 2D waifu 3D, and that in combination with mechs will use to fight against the Chad Jews and break down the ice wall and retake Hyperborea. And once that's done, we will bring an end to Kali Yuga, and we will restore the Aryan people and the warrior caste to its proper place in the world. So that's kind of my theory about this. So my current goal in life is, once the Death to Normies party comes to power, how the hell do I change grenades? Let me see. How do I change grenades? I want a Molotov cocktail. Let's see. Where the hell's change grenades? Select grenade type 4. Okay. So yes. I want to change my grenade. There's no button for that. How do I change it? Oh, I guess I just don't have any Molotovs yet. Yeah, so we're going to break down Hyperborea. And once we break it down, then we'll become 3D again. So my goal is, I'm going to get a pony, because ponies are pretty similar. Ponies are kind of, I mean, it's close, because originally our people were centaurs back in Hyperborea, where that was like a subspecies of us. So that's why we have, like, superior men have an attraction to ponies. So you see, the truth of the matter is, back in is what autism is the more Hyperborean blood you have, the more powerful your autism is. So, like, people with Asperger's, they have a little bit of Hyperborean blood. The less functional you are, the more Hyperborean blood you have, and you seem less relatable to other people, because you see things beyond what they see. You see the world for what it truly is, an evil 2D place, and like, they feel the need to they're trying to return back. So that's why autists like ponies so much. That's why they like anime so much, because they're trying to return back to a state that of Hyperborean love. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pony, and I'm going to give her a robotic body so she becomes a 3D waifu, and then we're going to reproduce together. So, you may say, how can you reproduce Argent with something that's not biological? Now, this is a good question, although it's kind of a lie that's been pushed by Jewish infiltrators. So what you do is she will design a robot, and I will make a clone of myself. So there'll be a clone, but the clone will have some cybernetic components, which will be designed by the pony. So we'll have like this race of centaurs, which I will call Chirons, and then we'll just go LARP. And we'll LARP as Romans, and then we'll overthrow degeneracy and establish a true Hyperborean Aryan Republic. That's my plan. I think it's a pretty good plan. I think it has potential to work. And I think this is like how we celebrate International Women's Day. We celebrate it by death to all who have insulted cuties, because cuties need to be cherished. Only the 2D ones. 3D women are degeneracy. The only pure ones are 2D women. See, more evidence of their like Hyperborean strength is the fact that 2D women age. Have you ever seen an anime character age unless like a degenerate author made them age? I don't think so. You can make them as young as possible forever. You see, we create the world through our thoughts. We create the world, and that's kind of what autists do. They're too busy perceiving a higher level of existence. So yeah, that's it. Last year for International Women's Day, I read the Alexiad, which I guess is a little more like kind of relevant. If you haven't read it, the Alexiad's really good. It was written by Anna Caminos, which is a biography of her father, Alexios Caminos, who's kind of a kebab remover par excellence. And it's just kind of a story of the late Byzantine Empire. And the Byzantine Empire is like the craziest shit ever. Like, yeah, but anyways, that's too, like, interesting, and I'm breaking character from the head of the Death to Normies party. So the idea, like, the Death to Normies party, which I will pause at some point and read, you know what? Fuck it. Okay, let me find the Death to Normies party platform. So I actually wrote the Death to Normies party platform. Let me find it. This was back when I put in more effort to this shit, and I just didn't make a stream of me playing a shitty video game. And, yeah, okay. So, here is the platform of the Death to Normies party. So, our platform is 1488, of course. So, the Death to Normies party's 14 words are, because the beauty of 2D waifus and ponies must not perish from the interwebs. And those are our 14 words, and we live by them. So, here is our 14-point platform. Point number 1, make anime great again. Point 2, legalize memes. Part 3, Manhattan Project to make 2D waifus into 3D waifus. Part 4, lift the ban on marriage with inanimate objects, ending forever that feel when no GF. Replace America's national animal with Pepe. Adopt Bitcoin as the only legal currency and do not allow any conversions. A basement reform program giving ownership of basements to the residents of the basements. Install spyware and fine on all computers and fine anyone who watches dubs or porn of 3D women or city name sports team. We will introduce a voting system where weighting of votes is based on where someone tests on the autism spectrum. So neurotypicals will get 1 vote, Aspies will get 2, and full-on autism will get 3. So then we will immediately nationalize the Doritos and Mountain Dew industries so it can be provided to the public as a basic human right. We will form an international coalition to end lag. We will have a systematic campaign to end normie privilege. There will be price controls on tendies, and there will be reparations of chads to edgelords. So we have that. And I'm also going to read our 88 words, because we have the 14 words, then we have the 88 words. We supreme gentlemen must fight to safeguard the bandwidth and dankness of our boards and our maymays, the good boy points of our tendies and the purity of our 2D waifus, the Doritos and Mountain Dew of our basements, so that we robots may remain neats and make the normies pay, thus fulfilling this purpose bestowed upon us by the creator of 8chan. Every newbie, every wizard, every robot must serve this purpose, and everything must be examined and used or rejected according to its level of autism. So that is the platform of the Death to Normies Party. That is our 1488. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Once we seize power through hacking, that is what we will enact. Take that, pigs. You try to stop me from having some fun with animals, this is what you get. Yeah. Where does Pepe come into this? It's a good... Well, Pepe is going to be made America's national animal. Fuck the bald eagle. The bald eagle is for fucking normies. Real men like Pepe. Female cop. Take that, 3D women. Okay, let's see here. I don't have any ammo left for my good guns. Do I really have no AK ammo left? I guess I don't. I forget what I have to do to win in this game. I think you just have to kill everybody, and then you win the level. Okay. There we go. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the basement reform program. Even though I actually don't live in the basement, I mean, that'll be good. Yeah. I'm not sure what to do about good boy points, if we should just issue like a blanket amount to everybody. Or I guess once we put price controls on tendies, good boy points won't be as important anymore. So, I mean, there is that aspect to it. Now, someone pointed out that this is unironically what Varg believes in. And that's actually true. I think Varg has said something like autism is a sign of like Hyperborean like power or something. And kind of the irony of that is I came up with that before I like even knew about Varg. I was just trying to like come up with the stupidest shit I could think of. And it just happened that, like, the dumbest thing I could think of happened to be something Varg came up with. Varg has said that... I think recently he said that writing is a form of degeneracy for people who have bad memories. Like, he said it was a form of... whatchamacallit? What's the term? Dysgenics, because it allows people with poor memories to survive, and it undermines society. So that's like unironically what he's saying these days. Oh, there we go. I still have some ammo for my AK. I love it when people with autism explain autism. I actually, okay, I don't actually have autism. A little while ago, I was tested just because I was trying to get a proper diagnosis back when I got my bipolar diagnosed. And I asked the psychiatrist if he thought I had Asperger's, and he said no. I have a what's called a nonverbal learning disability, which is why I kind of sound like I have autism sometimes. But I actually don't have autism. I just kind of seem like it sometimes. I play an autistic person on TV, I guess you could say. Let's see here. No, I have some friends who are like actually autistic. A couple actually. All right. All right, driving around, blowing shit up. Die, normies. Or although an edge like an autiste probably couldn't even drive, because driving is kind of a normie thing. The accountant, autism gives you superpowers. I mean, like, I joked about that, but that's literally what happened in the movie. The guy's autism, like, there's that scene where he's using his rifle, and his, like, ability to do, like, super math, like, let him shoot these, like, amazing shots. And then there was, like, that girl, and he turned the girl on by being indifferent to her through autism. So, yeah. Autism is the ultimate aphrodisiac. I remember, I do have a video up somewhere where I had one of those, you know those, like, chat sex bots that add you on Skype? Where I did... Actually, no, I don't want to go on a field trip. But I actually, like, talked to one of them, and then I asked her to, like, pretend to be a pony for me and stuff. And it was pretty funny. Let's see here. How much is left is in this level? Have you seen Alexander Johannes? He's like a functional Scottish Christian. Okay, that's good. I've been meaning to do more lolcows. So people have said Alexander Johannes. So he's someone I could do. I've wanted to do Spoonie. The problem with Spoonie is it's hard to find anything on him. Like, kind of the background of him. Like, why he became such a weirdo. Where did everything go wrong? Why does everybody hate him? It's hard to really find that much material on why people hate Spoonie. So I could do him. Low tier god I have to do at some point. Just because he is apparently like an even bigger lolcow than Phil. He seems like he's a bigger dick than Phil. I've seen him a couple times and it was just really shitty. Spoonie is also a good person because he scammed his patrons. And I really hate people who scam people on Patreon. So he's up there. So we have Patreon, we have Spoonie, we have, what's his name? Low Tier God. Politics says he's been studying Low Tier God for 2 years. If you could, like, message me, some, like, Low Tier God videos, like maybe some videos where they kind of explain it, or like long-form commentary videos on him, I would appreciate it. If I get enough stuff, maybe I'll cover Low Tier God next. But he's definitely on the list. I'm trying to think who else on the list would be rated pretty highly. I'm not sure. There's so many. LTG is an ass. I've been following him. I can send you stuff, Argent. Yeah, guys, send me all the Low Tier God stuff that you have. I'll eventually watch it, and then I'll make a video about him at some point. It might take a while, because some of these guys, like, there's just so much bullshit about them. I'm trying to think. Who are some other big lolcows? Oh yeah, it's a completely unrelated side note. I started playing Persona 4 because I heard it was like the greatest game of all time. It was pretty good. So Tenacious Tech says that if you go out, if you make a video about low tier god, he'll go after you. That's kind of why I was hesitant to do it, because DSP is kind of like is entirely is just like he just doesn't even bother anymore. But I think low tier god doesn't. Let's see here. He looks like such a douche. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off hatred. It's too shitty. I can't play this piece of crap any longer. Let's see. Low tier god will attack you, but he can't do shit. How many subs does he? He only has 12,000 subs? Wow. That is pathetic. That's a tiny number of subs. Let's see here. Let me just plug this in. I'm kind of curious. Let me plug in Social Blade to Chrome. The most you can do is copyright claim your video. Yeah, like I'm not really intending... I'm probably not going to use any of his footage. So the most you can do is like copyright claim a video with his like face in it. Which I don't think really even counts, to be perfectly honest. Okay, send me the 4-hour video. I'll actually watch that. I like watching long-form commentary, which is partially why I do it, other than just being lazy. Let's see here. I'm trying to get Social Blade up and running. Let me just log in. There we go. Welcome, Argent Templar. It looks like I'm going to have to restart my browser. Oh, no, there's Social Blade. Cool. Okay, let's look at how he does in terms of views. It's kind of funny because I actually do better than some of these people, despite having much lower sub numbers, which I always kind of find funny. Like, I used to do better than KO Gaming. Okay, he gets about 5,000 views per video, but he doesn't upload very often. Is this really? Like, this guy barely has anything. Does this guy really have, like, fans? I'm kind of shocked. Let's see, channel overview. So he gets about, let's see here, 12,000 views a day. Oh, he streams. Okay, he charges $20 to turn his face cam on. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let me see here. KO Gaming. I remember back before DSP tried to revive KO Gaming, I actually had more views a month than him. Let's see. View more on Social Blade. Where's comparison? I want to see a comparison to my channel. Okay. Okay, compare system by Social Blade. Okay, compare YouTube channels. This will kind of be fun. Okay, so we have KO Gaming versus Argent. Let's see how I do against DSP. Okay, so... Okay, subscriber gain. Oh no, that's a different KO Gaming. Oh, okay, my bad. Right, DSP's channel is KO Gaming 1. Okay, so yeah, DSP does better than me on KO Gaming 1. Let's see here. the daily sub gain, we're basically tied. Now keep that in mind. Actually, mine's higher. I have a daily sub gain of 5, and he has a daily sub gain of 1. He has 3,400 daily views, and I have 1,400 daily views. Now, it's actually higher than that. Let me look at this. Yeah, I'm probably like 2,000 plus a day now, on average. Depends how much a DSP video gets. So let's see here. So we have views, future view prediction. So yeah, I'm gradually going to catch up to DSP. And I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying I'm like some obscure guy. I mean, I have like a lot of people who watch most of my stuff, but like no one knows who the hell I am. I think Millennial Woes mentioned me a couple times, and Irani did, but DSP has like the entire, like half of YouTube is about him. Like videos about him get like thousands, tens of thousands of views, and I'm like almost competing with him. Well, I was prior to him doing his bullshit with let's see here. Let's see how I compare to the King of Hate vlogs. I just find this interesting. Let's see here. To be honest, why am I at least at 10K after my DSP video? I'm not at 10K just because a lot of people don't like the other stuff I do. I do the DSP videos kind of for clickbait. I mean, I enjoy it. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff regarding DSP, and I think I learned a lot from him. But the thing, I guess, just to keep in mind about it is I do in part do them because they do make money. Like, not a ton of money. They make a couple bucks. And it helps your search rank for the rest of your channel. So kind of some of the stuff I put in a little more effort into, it gets more attention that way. Like something I put effort into would be like, I guess, my reaction review of Evangelion. And I know I don't do like video editing, but I took a long time thinking about that one. How do I send you a direct message over YouTube? That is a good question. I think if you go to my, let me just see here. Direct messaging over YouTube is shit. I mean, it's, YouTube has a lot of shitty stuff in general. Okay, someone just said in a comment, do I sound a lot older than I am? Because people occasionally say that to me. Let's see here. So I'm just kind of curious about that. I mean, if you didn't know how old I am because I've said it, I'm just wondering how old you'd think I would be. Let's see here. Let me just see if I can find a link to my channel. Somewhat, I'd say wise beyond years. I'm not trying to, like, I think more just my voice. Like, I think my voice sounds older than I am. Probably from all the alcohol and smoking. Although I don't actually drink or smoke, interestingly enough. It was just something I decided not to do. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I think to send DMs, it used to be on YouTube you would... Actually, let me just go to someone else's channel. Let's see here. Let's go to Bab's channel. I've never actually smoked or drank. Yeah, so if you go to someone's about page, let's see, Anointed Kingship. Oh yeah, I should sub to all you guys. That's not because like I'm too proud to. I just hadn't thought of it, to be perfectly honest. Okay, here we go. I'll sub to you, Anointed Kinship. Yeah, good old Babs. Yeah, it's too bad Babs left. He just kind of... I think he moved across the country and he just disappeared. And no one's seen him since then. Yeah, if anyone else here has like an active channel where they like put stuff up on, let me know and I'll actually sub to it. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. I like to whatchamacallit? Did he move to the Pacific Northwest? Yeah, Babs moved to the Pacific Northwest. I'm not sure where he's gone. When was the last time he actually put something up? 4 months ago. So yeah, he's left. Adam left. I have the link, but I can't post links in your chat. Yeah, politics. Just send me it. If you go to the about on someone's channel profile, and there should be a send message button there. So Catter hasn't done anything in over a month. Who else do we have here? Yeah, a lot of people have just kind of disappeared lately. Probably off being normies or something like that. Death to normies, TBH. Yeah, Imperial Aspirations left a long time ago. He hasn't done anything in a while. Reactionary Expat still makes videos. Thinking Ape still makes videos. Adam still blogs on his personal blog every day. I'm sure he does. Okay, so some of the people are still around. I think Jim's still around. It's weird because they let him go on... Oh, Too Long Didn't Read. Is that the same as Too Long Didn't Read Man? No, that's someone else. Okay. But yeah. Adam Wallace. I miss Raging Papist, but he comes up occasionally. Yeah, I occasionally talk to Raging Papist. Raging Papist is... I don't really want to dox him, but he has a really intensive program he's playing for. He's working on, and he just really hasn't had the time to be online much. So, was the Empire sustainable? Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch that later because I don't think it was sustainable actually. Prepare to Cry, Sullivan the Tyrant. Yeah, so if you scroll through this, you can kind of see the sort of stuff I watch. We got Can't Stump the Trump, a bunch of Star Wars videos. Let's see here. Blaze on the right does some decent stuff. People say that this guy sounds a lot like me. I just want you guys to be the judge. What's his name says this guy sounds like me.
You must embark upon a desert region and fight for the captive princess with a monster in a locked pit.
I don't think he sounds that much like me.
Make a daring escape. Of course, you discover there is a natural occurring power known as the mist, and oh, I'm sorry, I'm mixing up my references again. There is no mist in Final Fantasy II. You go on a journey to obtain the ultimate power, the Ultimus.
I don't know, does this guy sound like... Okay, good. Okay. Because Squiddo told me that he sounds like a lot like me, so maybe Squiddo's autistic or something. Oh boy, let's see here. I have no time in shitting on detractors. I don't know if there's really anyone who sounds that much like me, but I'm tone deaf, so I can't really tell, so that's probably not a very good metric. Oh, there's King of Pole. Good old King of Pole. The Hateful Truth. I'm gonna say something. I unironically actually like DSP's reviews. Let me go to KO Gaming. I actually do read his. I do actually watch his reviews when they come out. Cause I actually think he does a pretty good job with them. Like, let me see. What were some ones I actually thought were pretty good? Oh, thanks, Archangel. That's very kind of you. Let's see here. So, I actually thought his his Noi review wasn't bad. His Resident Evil review was pretty good. I don't. It's kind of funny because when I watch his reviews, he actually gives like good. He actually makes good points. He actually like is a lot more articulate. He's clearly thought stuff out. DSP is actually a pretty good reviewer. I actually think his food reviews aren't bad either. The Rageaholic, is that him? Is that Razor Fist? Oh, that is Razor Fist. Okay. Yeah, I actually unironically like DSP Tries It. I actually watched some of DSP Tries It just because he's a lot better at reviewing food than he is at video games. Like, he actually like kind of knows what he's talking about. I think it's kind of a shame a bit that KO Gaming didn't take off more, because it actually is like much better content than what he normally made. A lot of people criticized him for making really clickbaity negative reviews, but to be fair, I don't know. If you don't like the game, you don't like the game. I don't think he hated every game that he played, but yeah. His This Is How You Don't Plays are awful. I was watching his whatchamacallit, his Heavy Rain playthrough. I was actually shocked. Phil used to be actually pretty funny. Like, he actually used to make like clever references. He made kind of funny jokes. It's really bizarre looking back on it, just how like bad stuff went over time. I think part of the problem is just that DSP has kind of become boring because he never does anything. Excuse me. I doubt he's read a book in years. Dude, back when I was 12, I used to love his Heavy Rain playthrough. Yeah, like, I've looked at some of his old playthroughs, especially back when he used to drink. His Chinese impressions are hilarious. Yeah, his Chinese impressions are so bad, they're kind of awesome. Like, Ching Chong, Ching Wang, Charlie Chan. Like, I don't know what people are say. Like, I think the Metal Gear Solid playthroughs are like comedic genius. Like, Kojima World Order. Oh yeah, the AVGN. Let's see what the AVGN's doing these days. I always like to say how much respect I have for him as just a content creator. The Angry Video Game Nerd is one of the people I respect most on YouTube, because he never brings let's see here. He loves to do like, he never does politics, he never does religion, he never does anything controversial. He just focuses on making like entertaining stuff. And I appreciate that, because a lot of people who I find funny, like two best friends, they always just insert like bullshit into their stuff. And I know I do that, but like, that's kind of my thing. Like, I call them reactionary reviews for a reason. I'm like an overtly political channel, whereas I find in general James Rolfe is just not. He doesn't really seem to care about any of that. Let's see here. He just does all kinds of stuff. I think most people who do YouTube, like even like just me as a hobby, were inspired at some point by James Rolfe. He's just like I said, he just consistently puts out good stuff over time. Who else is good? I actually like classic. What's Lord Carnage doing these days? A Lord Carnage video hasn't shown up in my stream for a really long time. It's kind of annoying sometimes how YouTube works. Like, you just never get certain stuff. I do like Lord Carnage. He's a funny guy. Lazy Game Reviews isn't bad. Yeah, I mean, it's all just stuff to kind of unwind. I work pretty long hours these days. It's a very busy season, so it's nice to come home and do a stream or do some other stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, James Rolfe knows his stuff when it comes to movies. I've learned a lot of stuff. Like whenever he reviews a movie, he talks a lot more about like the technical aspects and how you make it, and kind of a bit, I guess, just more of the technical side, I suppose you could say. Which I appreciate. He has a very kind of different perspective. Let's see, your alternate history hub is pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of people doing good stuff on YouTube. YouTube's really gotten better over time. Oh, did it break? Oh. That's weird. I'm still streaming. Ooh, do blasters have unlimited ammunition? I've actually wondered about that. Anyways, if the stream's down, it's probably a good place to stop. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a